Ever wonder what it's like hiking in the snow in the Western Cape? In this video, I will be sharing my experience hiking to the Perdekop peak at the Mont Rochelle Nature Reserve. It's Sunday morning and we're currently in the middle of winter here in Cape Town. Instead of viewing the snow on the peaks from a distance, we opted to do a hike. We only started the hike at 10. By this time, the park in the entrance was surprisingly packed considering how cold it was, but I guess those people also had the same ideas. We opted to do the Perdekop trail, which took us straight to the peak. Visibility of any peaks unfortunately were non-existent. However, plenty of waterfalls and cascades were visible all over the mountain. As we headed further up the mountain, both Franschhoek Valley as well as the Teerwaterskloof Dam were visible at this stage. Teerwaterskloof Dam is the primary water supply for Cape Town and surrounding areas. With all the rain today, the dams were very much overflowing. On the way up, the wind also picked up quite a bit the higher we moved up the mountain. Visibility unfortunately also were reduced even more as we made progress. Many of the single track paths also changed into small rivers with lots and lots of water running down these. At around about 1,500 altitude, we started seeing our first snow on the peaks. However, most of the mountains were still covered with clouds. We also passed a number of groups of hikers as well as trail runners that were making their way down the mountain. As we reached the first snow, the weather really started to test whether the clothing and equipment bed was sufficient for the hike. Though I hiking in short pants, I was very much comfortable as I had a number of layers to cover my upper body, neck and head. My choice of gloves unfortunately weren't ideal. However, the combination of gloves and pulling my sleeves over my hands was sufficient for the short hike. The last part of the trail before getting to the peak between Perdekop Uitkyk Trail Split and the Perdekop Peak unfortunately wasn't pleasant as the weather got worse. I unfortunately also didn't get much footage at the peak as the GoPro 10 I was using appears to not cope very well with the cold, and I wasn't also gonna expose my hands to the cold for pictures and videos on my phone. Instead of having lunch, coffee, snacks at the peak, we spent a couple of minutes at the peak trying to get some pictures and videos, whereafter we made our way back straight to the start. From the peak back to the start, it took us 2 hours as we were jogging a bit to get the blood flowing, and also the predicted rain started to come in. All in all, it was a good experience, but I will be upgrading some of my gear to make it more comfortable for these types of credentials for next time.